What's happening, y'all? It's your man Earl. Today is October 31st. It is late in the bookstore. We're packing up, getting ready to go. Nevertheless, I got this video sent to me this morning, and I find it very interesting because it directly ties into what we recorded yesterday. And it talks about, let me just say it right quick, okay? This is so interesting. This is so interesting. So, it says Bernie Sanders says the Democratic Party has become a party of coastal elites. Now, I'm going to say that again. Bernie Sanders says the Democratic Party has become a party of coastal elites. Now, I'm not sure exactly when he said it, but the individual who wrote this article wrote it on, it says 10/30/2020. So I don't know if it was the morning or the same day I did mine, but this is the day that I got it. Okay, I got it the next day, which is today's the 31st. And the reason why I say that, well, let me quote him. He says this. He said, Bernie Sanders made a comment while appearing on the Late Night with Seth Meyers. The host acknowledged that the Democratic Party has gotten away from America's working class over the years, to which Sanders nodded his head in agreement. Listen to this. I think it's fair to say that in many ways, the Democratic Party has become a party of the coastal elites, folks who have a lot of money, upper middle class people who are good people who believe in allegedly social justice in many respects. Sanders responded, but I think for many, the Democratic Party has not paid the kind of attention to working class needs that they should have. I'm going to try to read that again so you make sure I'm quoting him correctly. Sanders says this, I think for many, the Democratic Party has not paid the kind of attention to working class needs that they should have. So here's what's interesting. So it sounds like see, now you can't tell. This is why you got to be careful. So either Seth Meyers said it or Bernie Sanders said it. The point I want to lift up is the party is becoming, and both individuals agreed, the coastal elites, meaning California, the outskirts of the country. You have Texas, you have New York, you have Florida. And why is that so important? Because we talked about this yesterday about how 40% of America lives in and around the coasts. And this is why it's so important that you have to have the Electoral College, because if you allow certain coastal states, counties, they can become so powerful and so influential that they can begin to do what? Influence a whole party. And Bernie Sanders is acknowledging that right now. Well, Brother Earl, can we bring it home to Scripture? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to give you a few scriptures. James chapter 2, verse 2 through 4. It says, For if a man comes into your assembly with a gold ring and dressed in fine clothes, and there also comes in a poor man in dirty clothes, and you pay special attention to the one who's wearing the fine clothes, and say, You sit here in the good place, and then you say to the poor man, You stand over there, or you say, down by the footstool. Have you not made distinctions among yourselves and become judges with evil motives? James chapter 2, verse 2 through 4. Here we're going to the mentality of I'm better than the next person, the elitists. And let me be very clear. You have that in both parties, not just the Democrats. You have it in the Republicans. You also have independents who believe they are better than everybody else. So let me clear that up. Look at this. Acts chapter 10, verse 34. This is Peter, the apostle, speaking. Opening his mouth, Peter said, I must certainly understand now that God is not one to show partiality. Paul, Romans chapter 2, verse 11, for there is no partiality with God. Okay? So there we have it. The hardest part, one of the hardest things in walking out your faith in God is we are in the world, but not of the world. And it is very tough for us sometimes not to show partiality, not to play favorites. And why is the term favorite so important? Because the word favorite really means to show kindness. And if we're supposed to be children of the Most High God, then we should show kindness to everyone, not just people who allegedly have money or resources. Okay? We're supposed to be just, not play favorites. All right? Don't show favoritism. Do not be caught up in partiality based on material, riches, and earthly possessions. We are to be just, we are to love everyone, and we are to show kindness to everyone. Don't let politics influence your relationship with the Most High God. This is your man Earl. God bless you. God keep you. Day 305 on the calendar, October 31st. Do not show partiality. God bless you. God keep you. Peace.